Good morning, everybody. I think now it's about 12 noon, so everybody is already hungry now, and so I will try to make it short. So I'm very happy to be here to give some brief information about Vietnam telecom market in early 2016. So my presentations will focus on some of the major figures in different kinds of market segments by the fixed telephone, internet, mobile, the competition environment in Vietnam, some of the future projects, and some of the foreign investments in Vietnam in 2016 and years ahead. So as you can see on the screen, the number of fixed phone in Vietnam keeps decreasing gradually every year. So the total number of fixed phone peaked in 2007-2008 about 20 million, but now in total we only have 6 million, and the number of fixed phone keeps decreasing as people move away from fixed phone and to use mobile because it's more convenient and it's cheap enough for most people to use at least one handset. For the internet, the number of broadband internet in Vietnam this in 2015 increased by about 27%, from about 6 million internet access to about 7.6 million broadband internet access. And the growth is quite steady. So in Vietnam, there are three major internet service providers: VNPT, Viet, and FPT. And in 2015, the number of FTTX, fiber to the home, fiber to the office, is equal to the number of ADSL. You can see the previous year, the number of FTTX is accounted only for about 15% of the total number of broadband internet access, but after 1 year, already 45% use FTTX, and this number keep increasing. And like VNPT ourselves, in 2016 we plan to add more than 1 million new FTTX to the network. The previous year, 2016, just a few hundred thousand. 2015 only, but this year, in 2016, we'll add more, about 1.2 million more to the network. The typical package for the internet is about from 12 megabit to 16 megabit per second download, and customer pay about $8 to $9 per month. Yeah. So it's quite competitive compared to neighboring countries. And we also have mobile internet subscribers. We sell the data card to the subscriber, but the number of the data card 3G in 2015 dropped from about 2.7 million to now just above 2.5 million mobile card, because of the availability of Wi-Fi and FTTH. In Vietnam, you can access to the internet through Wi-Fi to almost everywhere, every shops, restaurants, and it's free. That's why the number of the data card 3G in 2015 dropped. And And this number will keep, we think that this number will decrease further in 2016 as Wi-Fi and FTTS coverage will expand. The international capacity international capacity for the whole Vietnam is 1.7 terabit by the end of 2015. And submarine cable, we have 3 submarine cables, SUMI 3, AAG and IA, 2 of which SUMI 3 and AAG belong, the cable landing station belong to VNPT, and the IA cable belong to Viet. And we are also participating in deploying the APG and the AAU1. The APG should be ready sometime in June, and the AAU1 ready in Q1 2017. In Vietnam, the IPv6 adoption is still very low. In the third quarter 2015, Viet and VNPT started some trials of IPv6, but so far, by the end of 2015, the adoption is still very low. Or just in Vietnam, the Facebook and YouTube are the 2 most popular social networks. Like the Facebook, they have about 35 million users. So most Vietnamese internet users have their Facebook. On the OTT, the Zalo, or similar to Line, or people use Zalo to talk and send messages. So it's a Vietnamese company who owns Zalo apps. They have 45 million users. Besides Zalo, other apps also popular, like the Skype, Viber, and Viet. Viet is developed by VNPT. For the content service, IPTV is the biggest service with the most revenue. And in Vietnam, all major operators provide the IPTV service. VNPT, Viettel, FPT, we all provide the IPTV service. And by the end of 2015, Netflix also participated in this market in Vietnam. So we will see some interesting competition in Vietnam in the IPTV market in 2016 and the years ahead. In the mobile market, the number of mobile subscribers in 2015 decreased from over 135 million to 120 million subscribers because of the change in the government's regulatory regulations. In Vietnam now, until now, we don't have any standards to count the exact number of telephone subscribers. So that's why the total number of mobile subscribers in Vietnam is not a precise number. I decided to use the number given by the Ministry of Information and Communications. You may have other numbers from different sources, but this from the ministry. So in mobile, the number of 3G subscribers is 36 million. And when VNPT, in the past in 2014, VNPT owned 2 mobile operators, Mobifone and Vinaphone, but in the middle of 2014, Mobifone was split from VNPT to become an independent operator. So in 2015, only Vietnam is a significant market power provider. So they have to follow different rules. And between prepaid and postpaid, the majority of the customers use prepaid card, 92%, and only 8% use postpaid. And the ARPU is about $4.8 US. Because of the available OTT application, the voice and SMS revenue is eroding. And operators started moving to value-added services, smart services, and developing ecosystem. We are working with some of the partners here to deploy some kind of proof of concept of this. So here the chart of the market share of the mobile service in Vietnam. You can see the Viettel, they have the majority share of the market. And VNPT, Vinaphone ranked third with about 18% of market share. So the competition environment in Vietnam in all sectors is quite tough. On the regulatory side, cross-subsidization is not allowed, but in fact operators found different ways to bypass this regulation by changing the cost structure. So operators blame each other for cross-subsidize different kind of services. So on newspaper, almost every month we read some news about the unhealthy competition among operators. For example, in the internet, the non-recurrent charge is often waived, and operator give them free internet terminal, like the Wi-Fi terminal, and they give 3 months. Customer don't have to pay, or they give a discounted rate very often. And in the mobile, when you do a top-up prepaid card, you also receive additional 50 to 100% of the value of the card. And each operator can have maximum 90 days a year to promote their service, to promote the sales. But sometimes operators violate this regulation. So the competition is quite tough. So in 2016, we have some, in 2017 we have some projects like the 4G LTE. We expect to have the license this year. The government is plan to grant the license this year. In the last December and early January, Vietnam and VNPT launched some trials in several cities in Vietnam. But so far we still have some obstacles, because in Vietnam at this moment only 5% handsets support 4G, and we also have a problem with the pricing, because in Vietnam for 3G package, average people need to work 6 hours to pay for the 3G package, and when we move to 4G, they would likely to have to pay more on 4G. So that's a problem, because when we compare with other countries in the region, our package is more expensive And in Vietnam also we have some, because of the Wi-Fi and the FTTX is expanding, so 4G will be, future is, we are not sure about the future of 4G because 3G is not a success. So 4G, operators also have some concerns about the profitability of the new service. And the government also, regarding the number portability in 2017, the ministry asked all the operators to provide the number portability. So in 2017, the market will be more active because in the past, users cannot change network if they want to keep the number. But now, but from 2017, the ministry asked all the operators to support this number portability, so the market will be more competitive. Moving on to the foreign investment. In 2015, Pham from Malaysia already bought 25% of CMC Telecom. And there's some rumor in the market that they have already bought 21% more from other investors within CMC. So now they have 46% of CMC Telecom, one of the 6 biggest telcos in Vietnam. And Hanoi Telecom, they had a BCC contract with Hutchison Asia Telecommunications. Recently, they submitted a proposal to the government to change the business model to the joint stock company, and they own 49% of the new company. So by changing the business model, they have they can participate more in the daily activities of Hanoi Telecom and the Vietnam Mobile. And they also plan to invest more capitals into the company, so the market will be more competitive. And G-Mobile is a company owned by the Domestic Security Ministry. They used to be partnered with Beeline, but Beeline left some years ago, and now they found a new foreign investors. And this new investor planned to invest $2 billion in G-Mobile. So in 2017, it is likely that Vietnam will have 5 big operators fighting for the mobile market. So it will be very interesting to see what's going on in the next 2 years. To summarize my presentation. So for the fixed network, it's not promising. For the internet, the 3 players, VNPT, Viet, and FPT will continue to dominate the market. And the mobile, we will see more competitions in the next 2 years when the 2 smaller operators receive funds from the big foreign investors. And in terms of the services in the industry, we will see more value-added service, more smart services, and also ecosystem. That's the end of my presentation.